Hey guys, I'm getting this video started with a grocery haul. Jeff and I went to Rainey's, and on Wednesdays they have a discount for first responders, and now that we're on volunteer fire department, we are first responders. And we had an idea of things we wanted to get, like milk, and we needed to stock up on cheese and some few more things, eggs, things like that, some canned foods and stuff. But whenever we got in there, we found some good deals, so we went ahead and got those, and some of it was planned, some of it was not, but either way, as long as it's a good deal, it's a good deal. And we are trying to restock our meat supply, so we did find okay deals on meat, so we grabbed some of that. And I'm just going to get the camera turned around, and I'm going to show you the cold stuff first, put that away, and then I'll show you the other. Okay, I'm going to get started over here. We got 2 gallons of milk, because we always need milk every single week. And then we got some half and half for my coffee. I don't need that right now, but I wanted to go ahead and grab it. This was on sale, and that's why we got so much of it, this cheese right here. We actually needed some more mozzarella and sharp cheddar. We actually needed some. We're almost out of all of this, but we would have only bought one if it had not been on sale, but it was on sale. So yeah, anyways, we stocked up 2 mozzarella, 2 Monterey Jack, 2 pepper jack, and 2 sharp cheddar. Don't know why I'm trying to explain things. Y'all know we love cheese around here. And we went ahead and grabbed 2 more of these Colby Jack. They were still on sale, so we grabbed those. Got some celery and some green onions, and I'm going to take these green onions and possibly the celery too, and I'm going to stick it in some potting soil after I use what I need, because you can grow these. Up at our old house, they were still growing whenever we left, but I had planted some about 3 years ago from little bits off the end, and they just kept replenishing every year, and I never had to run out of green onions. I did not buy green onions hardly at all. So there's that. Got 2.5 dozen eggs. Got Jeff some more bologna, and I got some of this cured salt pork for beans and peas and stuff like that. So what I'm planning on doing is cutting it into 4 sections and using 3 or 4, and using, like, cut it up, wrap it, put it in the freezer, and using what I need when I need it, when I do peas and beans. Alright, and then this was not a buy that we were looking for. Well, no, actually that's not true. We were looking for meat, but we weren't necessarily looking for steak. But this sirloin was on sale. It was $3.98 a pound. And what we're going to do, either we're going to go ahead and cook it as is and slice it up and use it for like salads and stuff, if we could find some decent lettuce. Y'all, the vegetables and the produce has been terrible lately, but I've got to figure that out too. Maybe I'll stock up whenever we go somewhere else. Anyway, we'll either maybe do that, or we'll just go ahead and cut it up before we freeze it and do beef tips, or who knows. I don't know yet. Alright, and then this is not necessarily a need right now, but this was on sale for a good price, so I went ahead and grabbed it, and we're going to stick it in the freezer because we love bacon around here. We need to keep it stocked up. These 3 packs were reduced. They were $2.98 a pound. They're a little bit over a pound each, so we went ahead and grabbed 3 packs of that, and I'm just going to I might wrap it again and then stick it in the freezer as is, or I might just go ahead and take it out of the package and put it in a Ziploc bag. I haven't decided yet, but one way or the other, this will be frozen. Alright, and then they had the boneless, skinless chicken breast for $2.98 a pound, so we went ahead and grabbed 2 packs of those. I don't know if we're going to just go ahead and split these and repackage them, or if we're just going to leave them as is, because most of the time we just eat like half a chicken breast at a time. But we'll see. I have to talk to Jeff about it, but either this will be 3 meals, or no, 2 meals or 6 meals. I don't know which one yet, but we'll see. I don't know. I just said I don't know 14 times. This was the biggest grocery haul we have done in a very long time. So it was a lot. We had a whole big old huge buggy full. Anyway, Also, like one of these chicken breasts, maybe like 1.5, I would use for like the chicken and rice I make, or the chicken bacon ranch. You know, there's lots of varieties, a variety of ways I could use this. All right, and then they had a whole chicken on sale, so I went ahead and grabbed one of those. I want to roast it, bake it, whatever you want to call it, and of course there will be leftovers. So I'm going to put this away and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got 3 more packs of water. Those are clean. I had them hanging outside. Now I got to put them back. All right. And those were bags in the floor you probably just saw. As I told y'all, the fruits and vegetables are not great. Those apples are from the last time, and the bananas are too. And the bananas, whenever we got them, were very green, but they were not green on the inside. They were very ripe. Not bad, not like gross, but they were ripe. Anyhoozles, one of the things that we are going to have to get used to living here is the fact that we can't find certain types of things that we want. One of them is our girls' food, our dogs' food. I shouldn't say our girls, because it seems like we can find daisies. So finding Maggie, Allie, and Delilah's food. And so I thought, well, we'll just try this. I don't know if it's good or not. I hope it is. It's supposed to not have any artificial preservatives and flavors and all that stuff. I hope that they can eat it. It's supposed to be natural. I don't know. The other kind, we changed to it because Maggie was whining with her tummy, and it was to help your tummy, that kind was. So I'm hoping that this will help, because the kind we used to buy, I think it did have preservatives and stuff in it. So maybe that was the problem. I don't know. She has not had the problem since. So I really hope that feeding her this does not make her have tummy aches. If it does, I'll just give this to someone else and go get her the other kind. But maybe this kind will work and she'll be okay with it. Anyways, got that. And then we got some more toilet paper. We do have toilet paper, but we don't have any back stock really, and so we wanted to make sure we had some. I know we have bought some within the last month, but we just want to get a pack. Plus it was on sale, so we went ahead and grabbed it. And Angel Soft is supposed to be the kind that's really good for septic systems. My sister's the guy that came out and cleaned their septic system said that that was the best one to use, and he does not get paid by Angel Soft to say that. He just said that that is what he would recommend. So there we go. All right, we got Miss Thang some more of her stuff. See, now they had this, which is what she's been eating lately, and y'all, I have figured out something. Okay, let me these right here are, yes, they're in with the human stuff, but I clean them in the dishwasher. These are what we usually feed the dogs and the cat. Well, the cat, her wet and dry food. The dogs, their wet food out of, okay? Well, I didn't have those here at first, but I did have paper plates. So I grabbed a paper plate to feed Daisy off of with her wet food, because I had her wet food. I just didn't have her bowls because I forgot them up there somehow. They were on top of the refrigerator, and somehow they got discombobulated and not where they needed to be. Anyways, doesn't matter. I fed her on a plate to get her fed, you know. Well, I found out she eats so much better with her wet food. Like, how do I explain it? Before, she would leave part of it in the bowl. Like when it got toward the bottom, she would leave part of it in the bowl and she wouldn't ever eat the rest of it. So we usually either threw it out or fed it to the dogs. That's just the honest truth. Well, I fed her on the plate. She scarfed it up. All gone. So I'm going to see if I can find her a stainless steel plate or some sort of, a couple of little small saucers that I could feed her this on and wash them, because I don't want to use paper plates all the time. But I will do what needs to be done if she's going to eat her food better, because from what the vet told us, you should feed your pets wet food as well as dry food, because as they get older, they don't drink as much water, and this has water in it, so it has hydration in it. So I don't know if it's true or not. he wasn't trying to sell me any certain brand. He just said get him some wet food, so that's what we do. Anyways, we got the dogs have plenty. All right, then we got 2 of these things of sugar. This is 4 pounds each. That was on sale. We needed it too, but it was on sale. Well, I think we need it. I really don't know, honestly. We got 2 things of tea because I only have 1 in the pantry, and I like to have at least, well, I actually would like to have enough to last us 6 months, but you know, we got to build that back up. Anyway, got that. And this was on sale, and we do need to stock up on our noodles again because we do eat them quite often, I guess. More often than I thought. So I got 2 penne rigat, 2 rotinis, and 2 spaghetti. And then this is all the canned stuff I got. We got 2 more of these ranch style sweet onion with this ranch style beans with the sweet onions, and 2 more with the jalapeno peppers because they were on sale again, and we do like these. And these were not something we were going to buy, but it was something I've been on the lookout for because we're almost out of crushed tomatoes, and we are out of stewed tomatoes. We don't have any stewed tomatoes in the house that I know of, and I went through all of it, and they had these 50 cents a can. So I got 6 of each. I didn't want to go crazy and get way too much, but I kind of wish I would have bought 12 each because we use this a lot. That's why we don't have any stewed tomatoes, because tomatoes are just good with stuff, and Jeff likes to just have tomatoes and rice and eat that. That's just how it is. All right, and then we got this the Smucker's natural peanut butter. I usually get the size of jar that's probably hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, this is the size I normally get, which is 10 more ounces than this. So since this is almost double of this, well, it's not almost double, but it's 10 more ounces, I went ahead and got 3 of these because it's only peanuts and salt, and if I can get Noah to eat something that's more without all the palm oil and sugar and all that stuff, that's what's going to happen, which he loves this peanut butter. He has no problem with it, but I have gotten different kinds of natural peanut butter that he didn't prefer. He ate it, he did not complain, but he didn't prefer it, and he asked me not to buy it again. This one, he was like, yeah, I like that, that's good. So there's that. But I did get, because this is usually a bigger jar that I get, I went ahead and grabbed 3 of those because he already opened that one, and I always like to have extra because he loves peanut butter. Which honestly, all 3 of us love peanut butter, but he eats it the most, so there's that. All right, we got 2 of these Bush's baked beans. I don't know if this got bent whenever Jeff was taking it out of the truck or putting it in the truck, or if he just picked up a bent one. I don't know, but either way, we'll eat that one first. But they were on sale, so we grabbed that. We grabbed another thing of olive oil. It hurt my heart. Because it's so expensive now, and it didn't used to be, but you know, what are you going to do? We don't want to do the seed oil, so we're doing that. And I know we probably have seed oils in some things. In fact, I'll talk to y'all about it. Well, I have to go to the Dollar General after I'm done with this, and because Jeff wants some stuff, and I know it has seed oils in it, but like I told y'all before, we're trying to do 80-20, 80% good, 20%. We're trying to do better, but we're just, you know, we still want certain things, I guess you could say. I don't know. This probably has seed oils in it. No, it has no oils in it. Well, that's fantabulous. It does have natural flavor, which some people say is good, some people say is not. I don't know. That is still a dilemma to me. And this, it's got it's got canola oil in it, in the ranch style beans. So see, we do buy stuff with seed oils. We just prefer not to if we can. All right, let's keep going. I don't want to have a discussion about that today unless y'all just want to in the comments, but I don't know enough to really have a really in-depth conversation. I'm just trying to get stuff that's better. So, actually, what's in this? Because what I got the other day was just, let's see, it has wheat and stuff. Okay, it doesn't seem weird. Okay. All right, we got some Louisiana hot sauce, and the reason why I got this one is because some hot sauces, which I do not understand, have dye in them. And Jeff likes this kind, so, and I use it in cooking and stuff, so we went ahead and grabbed that to have an extra. And I know I bought some barbecue sauce the other day, but when I went to put that away, I noticed we don't have any extra at all. And barbecue sauce is something that it's my condiment. It's what I like. So, I mean, I like ketchup and mustard. I do not like mayonnaise, but I like ketchup and mustard. But barbecue sauce is something that I like quite a bit. So we went ahead and got a sweet and thick original and a Texas bold and spicy, just to have extra, because as I said, that's my condiment. We don't have any extras. And we went ahead and grabbed 2 ketchups. I've been trying to get organic, but this is the other one that I will get. So there's that. And we got some mustard. Why am I explaining everything? Because sometimes y'all just want to know. I don't know why I am. I just really don't. Hold on just a second. Okay, so I'm going to put some of this stuff away. And then I'm going to run to Dollar General. I'm going to still know it's cheap. And I'm going to run to Dollar General. I may not even put anything away. But I do want to put this peanut butter right. See, that was his last peanut butter. That one. That jar. And that's why I needed to get him. He loves peanut butter. It's good for you. Nobody's going to take it away from him. So, yeah. I think I'll just leave this stuff. I don't want to put it... It's loud. I'm sorry. I don't want to leave the stuff on the stovetop. I never like to leave anything on the stovetop. And I know I'm going to have to move it twice, because I'll have to move it again once I get back home whenever I, put things away. But it's not on the stovetop, so that's good. All right, I'm going to run there. And, oh dear, that has come off. Wonder why that keeps coming off. One of the command strips, there's one spot that keeps coming off since we moved. We don't know why. We may have to, we've already changed out the strip, but we may have to do it again. I don't know. Anyways, Jeff wants some peanut butter crackers and things, and right now, as it is, this is the snack drawers that I had filled up. That's it. And these we eat. Noah does not eat them at all. I don't really like them much. And Jeff eats them, but he doesn't love them. He likes the vanilla ones. We all like the vanilla ones. But those, they'll be eaten. I promise you that. But not as quickly. And Jeff has a pack in his lunchbox right now. And they'll be eaten before they go bad, for sure. We'll eat them just to make sure they don't go bad. But we don't have any peanut butter crackers. We don't have anything like that. So Jeff asked me to go grab some because we forgot to at the grocery store. Even though we had a list, we forgot to put that on it. So I need to go do that. And I'm going to go to Dollar General. And I'll be back to show you what I got. This might be just hauls today, because I don't know what else I'm going to be doing. I do need to go get the meat out of the other freezer outside and put it into this one. We've been putting all the new meat into this freezer over here. But I need to get the other and put it in this one and organize it. Because going out there to get the meat is kind of... unless I don't know. Anyway, it'd be more efficient to have it in the kitchen, right? Right, yes, y'all understand. I'll be back. Okay, so I did not go to the Dollar General. I can't speak English. We all know that. Anyway, I didn't go to the Dollar General because I remember there was another little store that was close to us in another little small town. It's a fairly new grocery store. It's just open. It's not real big at all. So I thought, I've been wanting to go over there. My sister told me about it. So I went. So this is what I got. It all fits on the stovetop. So I got these pork steaks. They were on sale. So I went ahead and grabbed those. And I'm going to go ahead and stick those in the refrigerator. And let Jeff decide if we want to split them into 2 meals or just the one, and just have like leftovers or whatever. So I'll ask him tonight. And then, okay, hold on. Okay, I'll get that later. It was just a notification. So my texts and my notifications. Wow, okay. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna ignore it for right this second because I know what it is. Anyway, they had this Kelly's Foods sausage on sale, and my sister and I used to go down to Kelly's. It's in Elba, Alabama. It's just a little bit below us, a couple hours or hour, I don't know. Any hoozles, we used to go down there and buy stuff all the time, years and years ago, and just, you know, get like bulk stuff, sausage, pork chops, just all kinds of things, whatever they had. And I saw this and it was on sale, so I went ahead and grabbed that. I'm going to stick it in the freezer. They had this, which I know I just bought 2 packs, but it was a better price at the store that I just went to than it was at the other one, so I went ahead and grabbed one more just to have it in the freezer. I know that might be crazy to some of y'all, but whenever you find certain things on sale, you want to get it, because otherwise it's super duper pricey. Alright, I got some red onions. They were on sale, and so were the yellow onions. We love onions around here, so I went ahead and grabbed those. Got some more bananas. They are super green. I hope they really, really are not bad. The other ones weren't bad, but it was really weird that they were still green, but, you know, not green on the inside. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. Alright, and I did get some lettuce. Yay! So I can have somewhat of a salad, even though the cucumbers were $2 a piece, so I said no way. I grabbed a head of lettuce, and this was one thing I had forgotten. I needed some buttermilk, so I grabbed that. I grabbed some crisp rice. We all know what this, you know, is, you know, it's the off-brand of the other kind. Anyway, I want to make some Rice Krispie treats. So I went ahead and grabbed that. This is the main reason I was going, is to just get Jeff some more of these, and they did not have the brand he normally likes, so I only bought 1 box, and I'm just gonna have to go to Walmart, or else, I don't know. I'm gonna ask him if I can just make him some peanut butter crackers to take to work. I don't know if he'll want me to do that or not, because it'd be so much cheaper, and at least I would know what was, like, the peanut butter, I would know what was in it and all that stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. Alright, then I got some triple succotash. Jeff loves this. I got 2 cans of it. It was on sale at that store, and I just went through the whole store. I looked at all of it. Anyways, we only have 1 can of this, so I got him those. And then I got some jalapeno slices. I've been looking for some without the yellow dye in it. These do not have the dye, so I got 2 of those. And I already knew that Vlasic does not have the dyes, so I went ahead and got 1 of the Snackums pickles and 1 kosher deal, because we are really, really low on pickles, if we even have any. I don't even know. And then I got this Maxwell House. I was just looking at their coffees just to see what kinds they had, because like I said, I went through the whole store just to see what they had, and I saw this was a light roast, so I thought, well, I want to try that, because y'all, if you remember a while back, whenever I was doing the pods and all that stuff, I thought the darker roast was the kind that was more gentle on your stomach. I was wrong. One of you helped me out on that because you said your friend had said, I can't remember which one of you it was, but I'm very grateful either way, because it's been a long time. Anyway, your friend had said it was the light that was gentler on your stomach. Well, I don't really have a problem, but I don't want there ever to be a problem, so I thought I would try the light, because it's supposed to be less acidic, so I thought I would try this one. So we'll see. I'm going to put everything away, and I'll be back. Okay. I didn't put everything away. I just put the cold stuff away. I'm kind of tempted to go on to the Dollar General. The reason why I didn't go ahead and go to the Dollar General is because I had cold stuff after going to that store. And I wanted to go to that store before I went anywhere else, because I wanted to know, you know, what they had. But then I'm like, well, I have to go to the dentist tomorrow. I'll just go by the Dollar General then. So that's probably what I'm going to do, because honestly, I don't want to go anywhere else. Noah's Jeep does not have air conditioning. His condenser or something like that went out, so quite honestly, it drives really good, smooth, nice, all those things, but it's hot. It's hot out there. I'm trying to put onions away because, you know, you gotta put that away. Anyway, I am kind of tempted to go ahead and go to the Dollar General because I just don't want to do it tomorrow after a dentist appointment because I don't know how my mouth is going to feel because I don't really know what he's doing because of this spot. I don't know. I'm probably going to be numbed, I would think. I'm going to grab this dog food off of here. It's not belonging up there, but I don't really know what he's going to do. And I don't really... I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to feel like going to the dentist. Oh, no. Going to the Dollar General after. But Jeff and I were also talking about, and I know that we have lots of groceries. We have plenty of groceries to do us for a little bit. But y'all know that we said we were going to stock back up as soon as we could. Well, we are able to do it now. And that's our goal, is to get stocked back up. And we were talking about going to Aldi while we're up there near our old house, or at our old house. We're going to our old house on Saturday, and we were talking about going to Aldi and stocking up with some things like we used to do a long time ago. But honestly, I don't know if we are, and they don't have those kind of crackers anyway, so I don't know what to do. It's like, I don't know. I'm gonna leave that there for now. We had a long discussion last night about our bed, our bedroom. He does not like the way the bed is right now, and I don't really either. Not because of the way it looks in the room, but because we're not sleeping as good as we were whenever we first moved, you know, in the beginning. And we were sleeping 7 to 8 hours a night after we moved. Not only because we were exhausted, because we've been exhausted a lot of times, but somehow the bed was just more comfortable over there. I don't know if it was more comfortable or if it's just because the windows were oriented differently. Maybe I should do this and come back. I don't know. I'm wanting to put my shoes away, because if you stay in a habit of doing something, like take off your shoes, put them away, you don't get out of the habit, right? If you stay in that habit, if you keep doing it. But yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. We discussed changing the room around again last night, so that is most likely what we're gonna do, but we don't know when or how we're gonna do it. Right now, I would really like to get the shed organized out there. I know we have more things in the house that we need to organize, but I'm not as concerned about that as I am about the shed, because if we can't find something that we need to work on something, then, you know, that's going to be annoying. So I don't know. We just have a lot going on in our brains. Jeff does change shifts this coming week. He will not be on the shift he's on right now, so that means we'll have more time in the afternoons to do things. So that's great. That's fantastic. We'll probably get quite a bit done whenever he's on the other shift. Daisy is screaming at me. Since I did not go to the Dollar General, I did look at that store. But since I didn't go to the Dollar General, I was not able to find any sort of plate or saucer or whatever. Why are you screaming at me, ma'am? I know, I've been gone all day. I don't know what's happening with that. Excuse me. Oh, you've eaten all your food. I'll be right back. Okay, so Daisy's fine. She just, okay, so sometimes she doesn't eat all of her dry food in the day. Like, I give her the same amount every day. Sometimes she eats it all, sometimes she does not.
whenever she does not, and we are going to go somewhere, I don't worry about putting new in because I can do it whenever we get back. So that's what happened today. I just went ahead and we went to the grocery store because Jeff had to get to work, so we had a certain amount of time we needed to do it in. So she was letting me know that she had finished her breakfast or lunch or whatever, and I'm moving this. Something you should never get is a desk chair that has the arms that do this. They move. It's so annoying. Anyway, so Daisy's happy now. She's laying in the bed. She ate maybe 2 bites of that food and then laid down. She just wanted me to know it was all gone. Anyway, she's fine. So there are a couple of things I want to talk to you about. One is the bedroom, and I know I talked about it some earlier, but we're still trying to figure out what is going to work best for us, but we both have discussed it at length. We both slept better when the bed was on the other side. And I know I said something about the sun coming in, and I didn't mean like the sun was just shining in our eyeballs. I might have said that just like, you know, jokey type. That's not really what I meant. I didn't mean like the rays of sun were like beaming in. I meant that it was just bright. And honestly, we're not used to that because where we lived before, there were trees everywhere. But we have found that we liked that more than we didn't like it. And the main reason why we moved the bed was because of the door that you know, the entrance to the bedroom. I kind of didn't like the bed being on that side where the entrance was, which I don't know why, because now I'm like, why didn't I like it? It doesn't even bother me. What in the world? You know, it was weird. But the main reason why I didn't like it is because if we wanted to get into the safe, we had to move my bedside table. So Jeff and I have been discussing it. Since we both liked having the bed on the other side better, we're going to rearrange the room again. We're not doing it right now. We'll probably do it within the next week or two or something like that. But we have come up with a way that we think is going to work best for us, and not have the safe on my side of the bed, which I know I could sleep on the side that he sleeps on, but I like my side. I don't know, it's weird. So we're doing that. Now, I know some of you mentioned room darkening curtains, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I'm not totally against them. I mean, we have them in the living room. They're not like blackout, but they are room darkening. And Noah has them. His are blackout ones. But back whenever Jeff swapped 3 shifts and he would work 3rd shift, he would have to sleep during the day. So we tried putting different things on the windows. Like we tried aluminum foil, and I hated the way that looked. It looked so tacky. And I know some people are like, well, you can do it where it's not tacky and blah blah and all this stuff. But not only that, but I could never fully open I couldn't let any sunshine in, and I hated that. So we tried the blackout curtains, and we used those for years. But every single time he was on 3rd shift, I would feel my emotions like being drained. It felt like almost like whenever I would wake up, it would be so dark in the room. I never felt like, it would take me a while to get to the point of fully awake, if that makes sense. And my schedule was not the same as his because I was homeschooling the kids at the time, with part of the time, not the whole entire time, but part of the time, because this went on for years. And I always hated the room darkening curtains, well, blackout curtains. I hated them, and I would look forward to the shift stopping, you know, changing, because then they could be taken off. Because we had them with a tension rod behind the other curtains, and they were just like on the inside, they would block all the light, and I just hated them. They would mess with my emotional well-being. So we are like, Jeff didn't really like them either, other than they helped him sleep. But we like the curtains we have now. I made those curtains. We're going to keep those. We like the way they look. We like the way they work. So we're not going to change that. Plus, we already spent money on them. I don't want to spend more money. So we are just going to swap the room around. And, of course, we'll probably record it. You'll see it. If nothing else, you'll see a before and after. But I wanted to talk to y'all about that because I have discussed things. And y'all know I talk to y'all about different things that are going on. Like, I don't talk to y'all about every little bitty thing in our life. But, you know, I talk to y'all about things. And I feel like the reason why I do is so you won't be like, well, what in the world are you doing? That wasn't like that last time I saw that room, you know. Which I mean, things may change and I may not tell you. I don't know. It may just happen. But yeah, that is something that I did want to talk about, is we are going to swap the room back around because we were more comfortable with it the other way. And I think that the way we have discussed it, because we have discussed it at length, we have like figured it out, measured and all the things. So we think we've figured out the best way for us now because we've lived in it for a little bit, you know. So we're gonna see. Don't know, might work out, might not, we don't know. The next thing I want to talk to you about is groceries. Okay, so you know we are preppers, you may as well say. We don't prep because of the end of the world or whatever. We do because of things like, and I know it won't matter if a home is flooded. I know it won't matter if your house catches fire and different things like that. I know that. I know it won't, no matter how much you prep, food, toiletries, whatever, if some kind of natural disaster like that happens, it's not going to help you, right? Okay. But there have been times, and especially where we live now, because where we live now is maybe a mile from the very first house we ever lived in. So it's really wild, you know. It's like a mile from where we started. It's our first home, which was a rental. We paid $100 a month for it. For renting it. It was a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, falling apart house. But while we lived there, a storm came through. I believe it was, no, I don't want to say in Opal, I believe. And when Opal came through, well, first of all, we didn't have power for a couple of weeks. We had a lot of limbs and stuff down. Nothing drastic, but we had no power for a while. And at that time, we didn't prep. So, and grocery stores didn't have things. You know, it was just like, it was hard. And I was 18. And, you know, I didn't know how to do things. I washed clothes by hand for the first time in my life. And jeans are no fun washing by hand. I'm telling you right now. They're no fun. Especially whenever the person who wore them works in construction. No fun. But anyway, some of you know that. But we prep for things like that. There has been a time that time when we had no power, but if we would have had some canned vegetables, it would have been a whole lot better on us. It would have been easier, you know, to eat decent meals if we would have had some canned chicken or something, you know. So we prep because of things like that. There was, whenever Opal, I believe it was Opal, came through, where our third house, half the roof blew off and half the house flooded. I still have pictures that were on the wall that are kind of messed up because they got wet. There's, you know, that time we didn't have power for a while. Like, we didn't have a roof on half of our house. We had tarps, you know, and we had 2 little kids. And at that time, we had started preparing a little bit, like prepping some by then, because we had lived through some things, and we didn't want our children to be without, so we had like 3 months worth of food at all times at that time. But we didn't have power, you know, we didn't have a generator, we didn't have anything, you know, like that. So over the years we have started building skills and things like that so that we could be prepared for something like that. There was also another time, probably 15 or 18, I don't know how many years ago, 15 to 17 years ago maybe. Anyway, it doesn't matter really how long ago it was, but it was a while ago, maybe 15 years, where that Jeff's job had cut his hours so drastically that we could barely afford for him to go to work. So food, because we had prepped some, we could, you know, we didn't have to worry about the groceries as much. But it did teach us we needed more, because this went on for a long time, that his job was cut, like his hours were cut in half. And he did go to work somewhere else, you know, whenever he wasn't working at his regular job. But no, he didn't that time. It was whenever he was laid off. He couldn't that time because of his shifts changing all the time. He couldn't get a part-time job. So I went to work. Anyway, I went back to work. I had worked before, but we prep for natural disasters and things like that. We're not like against any type of prepping. We believe you should prepare either, I mean, even if you're only having like a month's worth of food in your home, and toiletries and cleaning products, you know, if you just have a month or 3 months or 6 months, I say that's a great thing, because I know like right now there are several states that are devastated, and there have been times where we have taken our preps. I'm gonna upload this video real quick while I'm talking to y'all. We have taken some of our preps and given them to people in need. I used to work in, well, not work, but I volunteered. What am I trying to say? Oh, I volunteered in a food pantry. That's what I'm trying to say. I ended up running quite a bit of it and helping to organize things and getting trained in things and all that stuff. So I saw a lot of people that did without, that didn't have, I saw some people that they were cheating the system, but you know, that's the way that some people are. But there were times where we would take a little bit of extra that we had and give it, you know, if we needed to. Not saying we're wonderful people because of it. I'm just saying sometimes prepping can help others. But that's why we do it. So I wanted to talk about grocery shopping. I know that we've done quite a bit in the last few, like last week. And then I find out that all kind of stuff is happening. That, I mean, what kicked me and Jeff, or Jeff and I, whatever, what kicked us into gear saying, you know what, we need to get our preps back up, get our stuff back up some, not overbuy, not clear shelves, not be rude, not be hateful, not be horrible, but to buy a little extra here and there every time we go. What kicked us in the butt for that is this last storm. When Helene came through and all that devastation, we were thinking, we live closer to the coast than we did before. We've gone through several hurricanes and had week to 2 weeks without power. I think one time it was 3 weeks without power. And we just, we don't want to do that if we don't have to. I mean, food stuff and all that. We want to have stuff. So we decided that we were going to start buying a little extra, not be greedy, but get a little extra. I mean, a lot of people are doing it. Some people are very greedy. And from what I have heard, what I heard this morning is people are clearing shelves of toilet paper again like they did in 2020, and paper towels and stuff. And I'm like, you can't eat toilet paper. And toilet paper is the least of my worries. Yes, I did buy toilet paper today, but we also have 2 bidets. Just letting you know that, just in case you wondered. Okay, anyways, 2020 is what caused us to buy bidets. But anyway, we're not worried about toilet paper. We're not worried about that kind of stuff. We're not gonna go, like today, I found the tomatoes for 50 cents a can. They had a bunch of them, like so many. There was no limitations on it. I could have bought 3 cases if I wanted it, or more. But, I bought 6 cans of each. I didn't overdo. I didn't go crazy. I kind of wish I would have bought 12, because we do use tomatoes in a lot of things. But that's alright. If they're there next time and they're at that price, we'll buy them. But I feel like it's okay to buy a little extra whenever you go, as long as you're not clearing the shelves, as long as you're not being greedy, and as long as, like, you're willing to share if needed. Like, if some of my family or friends came over and said, hey, I need some tomatoes, I'm out, and they don't have any at the store, do you think I'm just going to keep them all and say, I don't have any? No. I'll give them some cans, whatever they need for the recipe. That kind of thing, if I've got it. But I feel like we should all try to be a little bit more prepared right now if we live on the East Coast, because like the Southeast, because storms are bad like this time of the year. It's hurricane season, and that was the reason why we started stocking back up sooner than what we had planned, because we really had thought about doing it in a couple months, but we decided to go ahead and do it now. So we will probably have another grocery haul from Aldi if we decide to do it. If we don't decide to do it, we won't, but we'll see. But I want to encourage all of you to buy just a little bit extra if you can. Even if it's not just for you, even if it's to feed, like, even if it's to give to a food pantry. I mean, the holidays are fixing to come up. It's going to be Thanksgiving and Christmas, and that is the time when food pantries really need help, when churches are giving out things more. Like, I remember whenever we were doing the food pantry, we would give away turkeys and hams to families, as many as we could, which was a lot, it helped a lot of people. This was years ago though, and I don't even know if food pantries even can do that anymore. We had a budget, a certain amount every month we could go buy, and we went and shopped at the big food pantry and went and gave to people, not just church members. Anybody could come at that time. I don't know even know if that church does it anymore, but I'm not saying we should stock up and hoard things just to say we have it. We need to be ready for whatever might go on with storms, with whatever is happening in the world. I don't even know what all is happening right now, really. I have not had time to watch the news. I've just heard bits and pieces. So there's my spiel. There's my words for today. I don't really know if I made any sense at all, but I do want to encourage you, if you can afford it, get a little bit extra, even if that little bit extra is not for you, even if that little bit extra is to just give to, say, a food pantry or something like that. You know, if you can. Don't do it if you don't have the money, though. Don't go into debt. And that's one thing I have always said from the beginning of whenever I started talking about us prepping, because I really didn't talk about it before. And like Mr. Tom said, don't tell everybody everything you got. Don't go into debt for it. Don't do that. So anyway, that's all I have for today. I hear the doggies coming and Noah's letting them out. But I will see you guys again next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you're having a great day. I hope that this video made sense. I hope I made sense. And I'll see y'all later. If you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you prep for whatever reason. And if you're a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.